that does not talk to you and you have no idea what's going to happen today, let me explain a little bit what we have going on. We have a 12 by 12 playing field out here that has a foam surface, and then you have these blue, red, and yellow rectangles out here. Those are called samples. Those samples can add up to points. If the teams put them in the baskets that are on either side, they will get points for those. You get 4 points for a sample placed in the bottom basket. You get 8 points for a sample placed in the top basket. If they put one of those blue or red samples on the black hooks and they hook it on their respective chamber bar on their side, blue or red, they will get added points for that. That is 6 points if it's placed on the low chamber, 10 points if the specimen's placed on the high chamber. Then at the very end, the robots can ascend up the ladder on the side, blue or red. If they are touching the bottom rung, they will get 3 points. If the robot is clearly hanging from the bottom rung, they will get 15 points. If the robot can manage to hang from the top rung without touching the bottom rung, they will get 30 points. However, if they are hanging from that top rung and they are touching the bottom rung, they will only get 15 points. Plus there's points to just park in the observation zone. You do have 3 zones, take that back, 4 zones in this game. Underneath the baskets, that is called the net zone. We'll be referring to that as net zone. In front of the human players in the other corners, that's the observation zone. Where all these rectangles are in the middle, that's called the submersible zone. And then finally you have the ascension zone, which is the right triangles. So as we get the robots ready, they are checking in. We'll be starting here shortly. Match 1 robots, please bring your robots up to the field. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for the first test challenge 2024-2025? Are you ready? This is Into the Deep, presented by RTX. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, are you ready? Scorekeeper is ready. FTA, are you ready? Crowd, are you ready? Then 3, 2, 1, go! Now, ladies and gentlemen, this first 30 seconds is all autonomous, meaning it's all pre-programmed as the robots either move into an observation zone or attempt to put a sample into the baskets.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Now this is all driver operated as the robots try to either push samples into their observation zones or into the net zones or pick up samples to put in the baskets. On the far side, you have 18-415, the Diamond Ducks robot Wheatley, depositing a sample in the upper basket. Their teammate 6547, the Cobalt Colts, also we're going to put a sample in the basket. On the other side, 13306, that is St. Pius, as well as 14995, the Sapphire Starlings, their robot Peter, attempting to put a sample in the lower basket. We have the Red Lions putting a red sample in the top basket. Block space and top baskets earn more points. Here we go. 3. It is now the final 30 seconds, final end game of the match. Trying to put as many samples in baskets or to ascend the rungs to get extra points. Ten seconds, drivers. Parents in the audience, as you look around, as the refs and judges determine what scores, what doesn't, samples in the top baskets, if they're put there legally, score 8 points. The two robots touching the bottom rung can score points. That would be 3 points if the judges find no faults. Realize the scores on the monitors are tentative. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the score for the first round. Red Alliance wins with a score of 81. Blue Alliance 26. As we get ready for the second qualification, we have team 19-815. That's the Diamond Ducks Wheatley with the Red Alliance teamed up with 13-399. That's the Belton Cyber Pirates. So you have 13-737 Belton Cyber Pirates with their robot Ted allied with in blue with 6547 the Cobalt Colts. Red Alliance is 19-815 the Law against 13-399. That is the Belton Cyber Pirates. There will be a short delay while we wait for 6547 the Cobalt Colts to reset after playing in the last round. Teams, you have 3 minutes, 30 seconds before the next round. Teams, you have 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes before the round begins. 2 minutes. We have 1 minute, 1 minute left. Team 19-815, the Law, you are needed at the zone. Again, ladies and gentlemen, in this round, you're going to have on the Blue Alliance, Robot 13737 from Belton Cyber Pirates. That robot's known as Ted. 6547 is the Cobalt Colts, the other half of the Blue Alliance. On the Red Alliance, you have 13399, the Belton Cyber Pirates, allied with 19815, the Law from Lawson. All right, we are ready for our second match. Red Alliance, are you ready? Nope. Let's try again. Red Alliance, are you ready? I need thumbs up. Hey, Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you awake and ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. First 30 seconds is all pre-programmed. Red Alliance trying to hang samples, specimens from the top rung. They got 1 or 2. Blue Alliance, we have 1 in the observation zone. The second one attempting to put samples in the top basket. Red Alliance not only hanging 1 specimen, but moving 3 samples and touching bottom rung.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. We are off to the driver mode. All robots now under the control of their drivers. We have the Law moving samples over to be made into specimens. Blue Alliance attempt to place another sample in the top basket. Red Alliance sample in the top basket, as well as Blue Alliance. Lots of points being added to the board already. More samples being added to the top baskets for the Blue Alliance. Red Alliance working to add samples to their top baskets. Again, top baskets count as 8 points. Low baskets count as 4 points. If you hang a specimen from the top rung, that is 10 points. Low run, 6 points. We have 5 seconds to end time. 5 seconds to the final part of the game. The last 30 seconds. Here we go. Both sides still attempting to put samples in the baskets. 13 seconds left to play. And that's your match. Again, ladies and gentlemen, robots that are touching that bottom rung can earn up to 3 points for their team. If they were suspended from the bottom rung or top rung, that would be added points. Judges are now looking through the points, so keep in mind the points on the monitor are temporary. Upon verifying the points, there are ways that you can be penalized and points added to your team. A robot cannot enter the observation zone if the human player is setting something in that zone. We don't need any injuries. Robots cannot launch samples or specimens across the arena, and there can be no interference in the ascent zone during the final 30 seconds. And that's the end of match 2. Here comes the results. And your winner is Blue Alliance with a score of 113 to Red Alliance 65. That 113 is a new high score. We're in a 5-minute timeout to let all robots reset. Get ready, crowd. This is a crowd participation song. Here it comes. Get ready, crowd. It's your part. Oh, come on. We can do better than that. We got to wake up. Let's go. Oh, that is horrible. We can do lots better than that. In the meantime, our next sets of alliance on the blue side, you have 18,415, the Diamond Ducks, allied with 14,995. The Sapphire Starlings. For the Red Alliance, 19,815, the Law will be back on the playing field. They will be allied with 13,737, the Belton Cyber Pirates. Okay, here we go. It's redemption time. I need the crowd. I need teams. Get ready. Here we go. It's your part of the song. Here we go. Your part. Ready? Oh, we're waking up. We're getting better. One more time. Teams, we have 1 minute 20 seconds left before the next match. All right, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. That's teams 18-4-15, the Diamond Ducks. The Sapphire Starlings, you are on the Blue Alliance. The Law and the Belton Cyber Pirates at 13-7-37. You are on the Red Alliance. You are down about 15 seconds game time. Bring your robots out. Let's get ready to go. All robots to the field. All robots to the field. We need the Belton Cyber Pirates and the Law to come to the field of play. For qualification round 4 will be the other 3 teams, along with team 18-4-15, the Diamond Duck, returning for back-to-back. All right, here we go for the third qualification match. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? There we go. Refs ready. Scorekeeper ready. FTA ready. Crowd ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. All are off. Blue Alliance both heading to the observation zone. The law attempted to put a sample on the top rung. Then moving to the observation zone to try to gain points. We got 13 seconds left in autonomous time. Four seconds left.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Moving from pre-programmed to now driver programmed. We have Red Alliance trying to place sample in the high basket. Blue Alliance moving samples around. Unfortunately for Red Alliance, putting specimens on the outside wall do not count as point. Blue Alliance looking to drop a sample in the lower basket as Red Alliance gets one in the upper basket. Second low basket for Blue Alliance. Again, Blue Alliance, you have 18-4-15. That's Diamond Ducks out of Kansas City, Missouri. They are allied with 14-9-95. That's the Sapphire Starlings, also out of Kansas City. On the Red Alliance, you have 13-7-37, the Belton Cyber Pirates, and 19-8-15, the Law out of Lawson. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 30 seconds left to play in the period. Red Alliance placing another in the upper basket. Blue Alliance working to place another sample in the low basket. Now robots moving to either suspend or touch that lower bar. 10 seconds left. Blue Alliance attempting to suspend themselves from that second bar. Two robots working. That is time. Again, the scores on the monitor are temporary until things are verified. You have scores now looking at points. They're looking at robots, determining, are they touching? Are they suspended? Were they suspended long enough? At this stage, ladies and gentlemen, what you have is teams talking to refs, refs explaining rules, explaining what counts as points, what does not count as points, as well as overall scorekeepers talking with the teams to verify what points were scored. All right, here we go. Clearing off the field. Here's your results for the third qualification match. The winner, Red Alliance, with a score of 41 to Blue Alliance 38. We have the three teams that were not playing coming up, as well as 18-4-15 coming back to play. So our next qualification match on the Blue Alliance, you have 13-306 St. Pius High School and 18-4-15 the Diamond Ducks. Diamond Ducks are out of Kansas City, Missouri. Their robots fondly named Wheatley. On the Red Alliance side, we have 13-399 the Belton Cyber Pirates teamed up with 6'5", the Cobalt Colts. With the robots ready to go, we will not be waiting that long to start up this next match, so don't go away. We're moving quicker this time. All right, here we go with the first qualification match. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Oh, there we go, refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? There we go, 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. We have Red Alliance putting a sample in the top box, as well as hanging a specimen from the top rung. Blue Alliance, we have a robot in the observation zone, as well as Red Alliance, a robot in the observation zone. All those things count for potential points. Robot attempting to touch the bottom rung. That is all pre-programmed.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go, drivers at the helm, moving their robots around, trying to gain points. We have Red Alliance over here moving samples into the observation zone to get turned into specimens for added points. Both sides adding samples to the baskets. Again, samples in the low baskets count 4 points. Samples in the high baskets count 8 points. That specimen that's hanging from the high chamber rung for the Red Alliance counts as potentially 10 points. As 13,399, that's the Belton Cyber Pirates, attempt to add yet another specimen to that top rung. In the baskets can go either the Alliance color, blue or red, or yellow samples, but on those rungs can only be your Alliance color. We have 1 minute left in the round. You have Red Alliance not only adding samples to that top basket, they're also adding specimens to that top rung. That counts as points. That's a 4 specimen on the run. 30 seconds left to play. We are in the final 30 seconds. Robots can either keep trying to add samples or specimens in the baskets or rungs, or they can work to hang themselves up from one of these rungs. We have a blue robot suspended from the second rung. Red robot touching. All scores are being double checked and finalized, so the scores on the TV are at the moment temporary. And that's the end of qualification match 4. Your results. Red Alliance with the win with a new event high score of 141 points. Now, clarification on the points. When the robots try to suspend themselves from the rungs, they have to be continuing to hang from the rung without touching anything when the buzzer ends. If they drop down or they're touching anything at the end of the buzzer, they only count for touching that lower bar. If they are going to suspend from the high bar, they cannot be touching the lower bar at all. If they can suspend from that high bar, they are looking at 30 points for their team. Here we go, qualification match 5. We have the Belton Cyber Pirates, both teams allied from the Belton Cyber Pirates at 13,399 and 13,737. On the Red Alliance, you have Robot 13,306. That's from St. Pius X High School. And Robot 19,815, the Law from Lawson. That whistle signifies 1 minute. 1 minute left. Teams ready for the next round. This is qualification match, round 5. Hey, on the blue line side, we have both Belton Cyber Pirates teams ready to go. That's 13,399 and Robot 13,737. On the red line side, we have St. Pius X High School 13,306. We are waiting on 19,815, the Law. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, there we go. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Blue Alliance is off. We have one specimen placed in the high chamber for the Blue Alliance. We have one Blue Alliance robot in the observation zone. 13,399 for the Belt and Cyber Pirates. Not done yet. They are pushing samples into the net zone. This is all pre-programmed, folks. They can only push one sample into the zone at a time. They are now touching the bottom, and here we go. Get ready
Drivers,
for driver
pick
mode.
up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Driver mode activated. All robots moving. We've got the other Belt Cyber Pirates trying to add a sample to the top basket. That is 8 points for them. We have Blue Alliance adding a second sample to the top basket. We have St. Pius trying to push samples into their net zone. The Law for the Red Alliance attempting to put a specimen on that top rung. Blue Alliance moving, adding another sample, attempting to add another sample to the top basket. Blue Alliance 13,399, adding a third specimen to that top chamber rung. The Law attempting to add a second sample to the chamber rung. We have 30 seconds left to play. Blue Alliance with several specimens on that high chamber. Adding another sample to the top basket. We have the Law looking to try to attach and suspend itself from that low rung. 13,306 from St. Pius X. 2 seconds left. And that's your match. Scores are going to be calculated here. When you see one of the refs at either of the corners wave their flag, that means a penalty could have been committed. The 3 fouls that will add points to your opposing team is if the robot and the person are both in the observation zone at the same time. Person's trying to put a sample or a specimen in the zone. The robot comes in, that will add points to your opponent. That wraps up qualification match 5. Here comes your results. The winning alliance of qualification 5 is the Blue Alliance. They have a score of 122 to 35 for Red Alliance. We are getting past the halfway point of this morning. This afternoon, we have 9 teams planning to attend. Coming up to qualification match number 6 of 11, we have for the Blue Alliance, the Belton Cyber Pirates returning the field. That's Robot 13-399. They are allied with 18-415, the Diamond Ducks. On the other side, we have 14-995, the Sapphire Starlings, paired up with 13-737, the Belton Cyber Pirates. And ladies and gentlemen, these two wonderful students out here placing samples on, they are volunteering their time this morning. Let's give them a round of applause. Showing some age in the crowd. How many of you, when you hear this song, you think of the old guy jumping out of the bus to dance for Six Flags? I see some people nod out there. James, we have about a minute and a half left, minute and a half or less. That whistle signifies 1 minute till match time. All right, robots are in the arena. We're doing final checks. They are making sure right now that all their programming is set for programming, not for driver or automation. All right, let's check everything again. Red Alliance, are you ready? Whoop. Head ref is saying, hold on. Can we go now? We're good now? All right, I'm good. All right, Red Alliance, let's do this again. Are you ready? We're not ready. Catch me when I'm distracted. Now, Red Alliance, third time, are you ready? Third time's a charm. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you still awake and ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Red Alliance is on the move. Blue Alliance, we have one in the observation zone. One sample on the high bar. They are now working to move samples into the net zone. That's 2 samples. Red Alliance moving 1, 2 into the zone. May have started early. Now Blue Alliance touching that lower rung.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, just point out all that work was done by those robots under pre-programming. They are not at the controls. It's just computer programming. Now you have drivers at the controls. You have both alliances trying to move samples into observation zone or put those samples into the baskets. Again, those colored rectangles, those are called samples until like the blue zone over here added hooks to them, then they become specimens. However, you saw the blue flag way over here. You cannot have a human putting specimens into the zone while the robot's there. We don't need anybody get hurt. On the other side, you have red trying to put samples in the top basket. Blue adding a sample to the high rung, as well as working to put samples into these lower baskets. 1 minute left to play. In the baskets can either go Alliance colored samples or yellow samples, but hanging from the rung, it can only be your Alliance colors. Ladies and gentlemen, there is 30 seconds left to play. Blue Alliance adding another sample to the high rung. Now you see robots moving into the ascension zone, trying to either touch or suspend themselves. Red Alliance still trying to add. We have 5 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have 1 touching the lower rung, 1 suspended through the end of the buzzer. I'm hearing word that that ascension counts for Blue Alliance. If that is the case, that is 15 points. Again, scores on the monitor are temporary until they are all finalized and added. Again, at this stage, you have scorers conferring with the teams to verify all scores and to come into agreement. That way the teams can ask any questions about any penalties or any scoring questions. All right, that wraps up qualification match number 6. Your results coming on the monitor. The winning alliance is Blue Alliance. Blue Alliance with a score of 120 to Reds 52. Hey, for qualification match number 7, we need robots come into the field. Coming up for qualification match number 7, we have, for the Blue Alliance, 6547, the Cobalt Colts. They're allied with 13306 St. Pius X High School. On the Red Alliance, we have 19815. That is the Law. They are allied with 14995, the Sapphire Starlings. Work to get your robots to the zone. We have 3 of the 4 robots. As soon as we have all 4, we are going to roll. One minute to game time. That's 1 minute. All right, here we go. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. We have Blue Alliance. That's the Cobalt Colts dropping a sample in the top basket. We have 14995. That's the Sapphire Starlings parked in the observation zone. We have the Cobalt Colts touching that bottom rung. 5 seconds left in the automation zone.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. Drivers in control now. You have St. Pius from the Blue Alliance attempting to push samples into the observation zone. You have the Sapphire Starlings working to add to the bottom basket for the Red Alliance. Cobalt Colts for the Blue Alliance, dropping one in the net zone. $19,815, that's the law, attempting to put a specimen on the top rung. In the meantime, 14,995. There's the Sapphire Starlings adding a sample to the bottom basket, attempting to. There we go. It is in. On the Blue Alliance, it looks like we have a sample in the top. We have 5 samples in the net zone. They are adding samples to the net zone. We have 45 seconds. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 seconds left to play. You have 19,815, the law, attempting to put a specimen on the lower rung. Now switching, going for the higher rung. 6547, pushing more samples into the net zone. And that's your end. We have robots possibly in the observation zones. We have one robot for the Red Alliance touching that bottom rung. That's the end of qualification match number 7. Your winning alliance is Red Alliance with the win. It was a close one. Red Alliance with 48 points, Blue with 43. We're going into a 5-minute timeout before qualification round 8. That way all robots can get a chance to reset. Our qualification match 8, we'll see the Blue Alliance of 18415. That's the Diamond Ducks, matched up with 19815, the Law. On the Red Alliance, we'll have 13399, the Belton Cyber Pirates, matched up with 13306, St. Pius X. That whistle signals 1 minute to match time. 1 minute. All right, again, for the Blue Lions, we have 18415, the Diamond Ducks, paired up with 19815, the Law. On the other side, for the Red Alliance, we have 13399, the Belton Cyber Pirates, matched up with 13306, St. Pius X High School. Getting ready, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off, all pre-programmed. 13,399, hanging a specimen from that top rung. Now moving to push samples into the net zone. On the blue side, you have one robot in the observation zone. That will count for points. 13,399 still moving with 9 seconds left. That's 3 samples, possibly in the net zone. Now moving to touch that ring. 2 seconds left.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. All robots now under driver mode. Under the control drivers, you have Blue Alliance moving to place a sample into one of the baskets. On the other side, you have 13,399 moving samples in the observation zone so that the human player can add the clips to them to make them into specimens. Again, you cannot have human hands and robot in the zone at the same time, both of them being careful not to do so. 13,399 Belton Cyber Pirates moving to add a specimen to that top rung. On the other side for the Blue Lions, you have the Law working to get a specimen off the outside wall, try to put on their own rung. Also for the Blue Lions, trying to pick up the samples to add to the baskets. You have 18,415. That's the Diamond Ducks, Wheatley out of Kansas City. Now on the Red Alliance side, you see a clip, but not the sample. You have to have both on the rung for points. 13,399 Belton Cyber Pirates trying to add another sample to that top rung. As over here, the Blue Alliance working to add a sample to that lower basket. As the Law tries to add another specimen to that top rung. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 seconds left to play. You have St. Pius pushing more samples in the net zone. Over here, 18,415, the Diamond Ducks, Wheatley attempting to move into zone. You have the Law attempting to hook that bottom rung. We have 5 seconds left to go. There we go, 18,415, Diamond Ducks suspended. Controllers down. That one is suspended past the buzzer. That should count for points. Looks like you may have 2 more robots touching that lower rung. All points are continuing to be tallied. Scorekeepers conferring with the teams, making sure all points are accurate. And that's the end of qualification round 8. As the crews get their robots, here comes the results. Your winning alliance is Red Alliance. Another close one, Red Alliance with 58 points, Blue with 45. We have 3 qualification rounds left for this morning's matchups. For qualification round 9 of 11, on the Blue Alliance, you have the Belton Cyber Pirates, Robot 13737. That's Ted. They are teamed up with Belton Cyber Pirates, 13399. On the Red Alliance, you have 6547. That's the Cobalt Colts. They are matched up with 14995, the Sapphire Starlings. As the teams are bringing out their robots, ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out that all of these volunteers up here, the scorekeepers, the ones in charge of FTA, they were out here yesterday for 3 hours, setting everything up, getting it ready for today. Then they came back, volunteering their time. Let's give them all a round of applause. Also, ladies and gentlemen, as they are setting up, I would like to point out it is almost 11:30. That means it is lunchtime. We do have food, snacks, drinks out there in the commons. You can pay for cash or with card. Don't wait till you get in the car to argue about where you're going to stop, what you're going to eat. Just go ahead and grab food on your way out. Solve that argument right now. FTA checking to make sure all robots are ready for autonomous mode. All right, here we go. Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. All teams moving on autonomous mode. We have one specimen hanging from the top rung. We have attempt to put a sample in the top basket. Now 13399 Belton Cyber Pilots still on the move. They're adding more samples to the net zone with 10 seconds left in autonomous mode. On the other side, 14995 is in the observation zone. Again, this is all autonomous.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Now driver mode. We have blue attempting to put a sample in the top basket. Six, 5, 4, 7. That's Cobalt Colts working to put samples in that top basket for Red Alliance as well. So $13, 737 Belton Cyber Pilots. That's Ted putting samples in that top basket. 13, 399, adding a specimen to that top bar. The Cobalt Colts working to add samples to the baskets over there for Red Alliance. 14, 995, working out a situation with their bar. 13,399. Belton Cyber Pilots adding another specimen to that top rung. Cobalt Colts running a red specimen to the lower basket. That'd be a sample. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 seconds left to play. That Red Alliance lower basket looking pretty full. Blue Alliance 13,399. Belton Cyber Pirates still working to add more specimens to that upper rack. We have 13 seconds left. 10 seconds. Three seconds left to go. And that is time. Again, scores on the monitor are tentative as the officials talk with the teams. They discuss what points are there, what penalties were incurred. That wraps up qualification round number 9. Your results coming up on the board. Your winning alliance is the Blue Alliance. With 99 points compared to Red's 59, Blue Alliance is the top. We have 2 more rounds left to go. Before we wrap up, we want to thank everybody to come here to Lawson, Missouri for the very first test challenge Into the Deep, presented by RTX. Qualification round 10 for your Blue Alliance. You have 6'5", 4'7", the Cobalt Colts, matching up with 19,815, the Law. On the Red Alliance, you have 13,737, the Belton Cyber Pirates. They will be allied with 18,415, the Diamond Ducks. All right, crowd, you know this is another one of those crowd participation songs. You know the words. You're not going to be able to hold back when the chorus comes on. Here we go. Here it comes. I want to hear you. Belt it out. Two minutes left. A whistle means 1 minute. One more minute till we play. Making sure everything is set. All programs are set, ready for autonomous mode. All right, Red Alliance, are you ready? Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, are you ready? 3. Nope. Somebody's yelling at me. You want me to go through the whole thing again? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. Cobalt Colts working to put a sample in the top bucket. Red Alliance, 1 robot into the observation zone. Cobalt Colts working to put a second sample in that top bucket. They do so successfully. We have 12 seconds left to go. Cobalt Colts now touching that lower ring. Red Alliance getting a second bot into the observation zone.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. All robots in action as the drivers take over. Red Alliance trying to put a sample in that top bucket. Cobalt Colts move in to put a third sample in that top bucket, while the law tries to hook a specimen on that top rung. Do so successfully. Team 737 Belt and Cyber Pirates attempting to put a sample in that top bucket for the Red Alliance. You have the law adding a second specimen to that top bar. Meanwhile, Cobalt Colts working to put a blue sample into that top bucket. Belt and Cyber Pirates with another sample. Meanwhile, 18-4-15, that is the Diamond Ducks working to move samples into that net zone. We have under a minute left to play. Cobalt Colts adding another sample to that top zone. Making sure everybody stays safe. Don't have hands and robots in the same area. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 seconds left in the round. Both robots, all robots moving to add samples, move things around, putting samples in the observation zone, moving them to the net zone. We have 13 seconds left to play. We have one robot, the law, suspended from the lower rung. And that is the game. We do have a robot in the observation zone. Judges have to decide, were they free hanging or not? Again, with the robots suspended, they have to be completely suspended. They cannot be touching anything, and they have to remain suspending all the way through the end of the buzzer to be able to count. That ends our 10th qualification match. The winning alliance is Blue Alliance with the win. You have a score of 109 for Blue Alliance, 60 for Red Alliance. As we get ready to move into our final competition of the morning session, all right, our final alliance setting for qualification match 11 of 11. On the Blue Alliance, we have 14,995. That's the Sapphire Starlings with their robot Peter out of Kansas City, Missouri. They are allied with 13,399, the Belton Cyber Pirates. On the Red Alliance, you have 13,306, Pius X High School with their robot Sacred Circuits. They are allied with 19,815, the Law out of Lawson, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, robot action continues this afternoon as we have 9 teams coming in to compete. All right, all 4 robots are set up for our final match of the morning session. FTA checking controllers, making sure we are set for autonomous mode. All right, here we go. Red Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, are you ready? Red Alliance, here we go. Blue Alliance, are you ready? Refs, scorekeeper, FTA, crowd, one more time. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. You have Blue Alliance 1 heading the observation zone. You have the Belton Cyber Pirates hanging 1 specimen from that top rung. Now they're moving to try to move samples into the net zone. There's 1 sample going for second one. 2 samples in with 11 seconds left. 7 seconds left in the autonomous time. Belton Cyber Pirates moving for that rung. There we
Drivers,
go.
pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. All robots in the move going for this final qualification match of the morning. You have the law adding a specimen to that top rung. Meanwhile, you have Sacred Circuits moving samples into the net zone. On the other side, you have 14995. That's the Sapphire Starlings out of Kansas City, Missouri. Their robot Peter trying to put a sample into that lower basket. Said you have samples in the net zone. The law grabbing another specimen, moving it over to that lower rung. The flip side, Belton Cyber Pirates grabbing a specimen, trying to add that to the upper rung for their side, the Blue Alliance. St. Pius X continue to move samples into the net zone. The law adding a 3rd specimen to that zone. We have under a minute to play. Belton Cyber Pirates adding a 3rd specimen to their top rung. Meanwhile, 14995, Sapphire Starlings adding a sample to that lower basket. The law with a 4th specimen as Belton Cyber Pirates work to add a 4th specimen to their high rung. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 30 seconds left to play. Blue Alliance being safe, making sure you don't have a human in there with the robot. They are doing what they need to. Now you got the law moving to ascend that first rung. On the other side, you've got Sapphire Starlings moving samples into the net zone. We have 5 seconds left to play. We have no robots suspended, but we do have robots touching that lower rung. We have a robot in observation zone for the Red Alliance. One more time. Teams conferring with judges, making sure their scoring is accurate, making sure they understand where the scores were and where the penalties were. And that's the conclusion of qualification match number 11. Your result of this final qualification match, the winning alliance is Blue Alliance. Your score, 82 points for blue, 54 for red. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our morning's qualifications. We would like to thank everybody for coming today for the first test challenge Into the Deep by RTX. We have more challenges this afternoon if you want to stick around. Again, there's a concession stand open. They have hot dogs, nachos, pulled pork sandwiches, pulled pork nachos, as well as popcorn, candy, soda, and plenty of other options. Stop on your way out so you don't have to argue on the way home where you're going to stop. Thanks everybody for coming. Have a wonderful day and a safe trip home.